We've got the greenhouse foundation laid out, all ready to go, whole bunch of concrete ready to pour, and nobody's gonna come help do that.
Wait, what? Nobody's coming to help?
Yeah, I asked around and nobody's gonna come help.
Why you gotta always DIY everything? We need help with this.
I'm sorry, okay?
Guys, I'm right here.
So on our channel, whenever we fail at something, we drink a pickle beer to teach us a lesson because they're terrible. And when an episode starts out with a pickle beer, you know that it's gonna be pretty good or bad, I don't know, because we've already failed at something and we haven't even started yet. But the good news is today, I'm not the one who has to drink this.
No, I haven't even done anything yet.
Oh yeah, you did. You know what you did. So today we are building a greenhouse. It's gonna go approximately right there where that string is. So we built a greenhouse at our last house and it was made out of 2x4s and plexiglass. We didn't have any plans for it. I just kind of came up with it. We made it as we went and it worked out pretty well. This time though, we're not winging it. She bought a greenhouse kit because you wanted one made out of glass because when things fall from the sky, she wants the windows to break. So she actually contacted a lot of greenhouse companies that will like build you a greenhouse from scratch. And our original idea was for the greenhouse to come off of the side of the garage. It would have like 1, 2, 3, and then the fourth wall would be the garage wall. So that outlet over there, that's a dedicated outlet for the greenhouse. There's also water that comes in over there, kind of behind the wall right now that we're gonna tap into. But the more we got into it, the cost to like design a custom greenhouse is like, it's crazy. So like, they started putting out these crazy prices and they're like, oh, you want us to remove a wall? That's gonna be more money. So then she kept looking, she found like a standalone greenhouse kit, 15 by 20. So that's how big this is right here, 15 feet by 20 feet. And then she started shopping around for the best price. So it's called Exico was the company. They're out of Belgium, I think. Yeah.
They're out of Pflugerville, Texas, but they buy Belgian greenhouses called Jansen's.
So there's resellers, and she started searching around for the best price on the internet, and that's where we found a greenhouse company that didn't really, it's time to crack that. It didn't really exist.
I got scammed, but this is the deal. It was a really good scam because if you go on Exico's website, this company is actually one of their approved retailers.
Yep.
Yeah, and they have a legit website. And when I was like, look at this almost looks too good to be true. Steven, what should I do? Should I do it? He's like, do it. And so
That's not what I said. That's not what I said.
That is what you said. God.
Right? It goes good with coffee because this is early in the morning. And so
Yeah.
she bought it, luckily with a credit card. So right after she bought it, we got a text from the credit card company because it was a large purchase. And it said, you've been charged tens of thousands of dollars by like puppylove.com or something like that. I'm like, puppylove.com isn't greenhousehouse.com. That doesn't sound right. So then we started getting worried. So somebody's out there creating like fake.
Using real websites.
Yeah, that's the weird part. It's like it was taken over by scammers or something. Like it was a legit greenhouse company at one point or a reseller, and then it got taken over. But anyway, so we contacted the credit card company the next day. Took like a month or something, but we eventually got our money back. Contacted the people who actually do the distribution in the US, which happened to be in Texas, only a few hours away. And so there is a real greenhouse in the garage now.
Yeah.
But I said buy it, fine.
It's bad.
This is the greenhouse kit right here. It comes in many different parts. Those big crates over there, those are also greenhouse. And so the kit she ordered should look something like this whenever it's done. It's kind of like, hey, what's that show where they do the baking and then it doesn't turn out right?
Nailed it.
One on the right looks like a turd.
Nailed it. We're gonna nail it. We're gonna nail this greenhouse assembly. It comes with really good IKEA-like instructions with just pictures and no explanation. And the explanation that there is in German because this is from Belgium. Anyway, we need to do some prep today. Now, ideally, what we would do is just go rent a mini excavator and like dig this thing out. But the problem is there's a lot going on here. Our septic system is like right there. The pipe for it runs like here. The drain from the garage runs behind it. There's sprinklers all over. There's wire for the power going to the garage under here. So we're going to triple check our measurements because I never measure correctly. And then we're gonna start digging probably, get this thing framed out to pour some concrete. We're not doing a full pad. We're gonna do more of like a border and then fill the middle with, she wants, I think, tile, right?
Yeah, checkerboard tile.
And then we need to get the power and the water in there. There's gonna be sprinklers. So we're gonna start getting this thing set up and right after she finishes this pickle beer.
Is there anything I can do to help? Is there anything I can do to help? Is there anything I can do to help? With it? Is there anything I can do to help?
Well, it's my turn. God, it's terrible. So I thought I knew where our internet line ran, and this is or was our fiber optic internet line. So cheers to pickle beer. I was looking into darkness, something to hold on. Find why you were so broken. Felt something was wrong. I think I'm in love, 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 I'm in love with you. I'm in love with you. Ooh, I'm in love with you. I think I'm in love, I'm in love. So I think we're ready for concrete. The forms are pretty much done. Let me tell you what we got going on here. So rebar is all in there. We got 2 levels of it. One sitting off the bottom on, what are those called? Chairs. The other one, we pounded some rebar a few feet into the ground, and it's suspended in midair. So that should be good. Got the water coming in from the garage over here. I drilled it an angle through the foundation so it goes underwater, or not underwater, underground, and shouldn't freeze, hopefully. The electrical, I'll run that later, but we at least got the conduit in here to get it into the greenhouse. The drain is in, the internet works again, so that's good. And so we have a line for the septic system running right underneath the greenhouse, and we could have tapped into that. The thing is, in the last greenhouse, what wound up going down the drain the most was water and dirt. So we don't want a whole bunch of dirt going into our septic system. So it's just gonna drain out water and dirt right here. We'll probably have to clean it out every so often because, you know, dirt, but I'd rather clean out that than have to have the septic system pumped prematurely. Now, if you're wondering why we're doing a footer instead of a foundation like a lot of people do, there's a reason for that. There's a method for the madness, and that is drainage. So again, the last greenhouse, a lot of water goes in there. So the sprinkler system, just filling up pots, that sort of stuff, that thing was covered in water all the time, and luckily we'd built it on a deck, so it just drained down into the ground. And so the idea is gonna be the same thing here. We'll have, you know, the greenhouse sitting on the footer, and then all the water will have gravel or something in here, and that will be able to drain down into the ground and get out of there and not be standing and have water in the greenhouse all the time. So these little cutouts here, if you're wondering what those are for, the instructions, I don't really like this part, but what they do is they actually tell you to leave holes there. They tell you to leave holes in the edge, and what you're supposed to do is when you install the greenhouse, you put some of the, what are they called, uprights down into the ground and then fill them with concrete. The thing is, you're gonna have a foundation that's like cut, and you have like all these independent pieces of the foundation. I don't think that's a good idea. So the instructions say on the edges, you can just cut it off, bolt it into the foundation. That's what we're gonna do there. They say you can do that for, these are like the main uprights for like the big part in the middle. They say you can do that, but it's not recommended. So we're gonna go with what they're recommending. I did get some rebar in here. This is probably too much. We can just cut that off later. But the idea is once we get the uprights in there, then hopefully we can tie back into this rebar, and then it will be one big continuous piece of footer. And then if you notice, we're using some regular rebar, some fiberglass rebar, and that's just because they ran out of rebar at the store. There's no big reason for that. So we should have some help showing up here in a minute, and then we're going to have some fun. So Mr. Nobody of Mr. Nobody's Garage, that's the whole nobody was coming to help thing. But yeah, we're gonna mix up some concrete. Alan's off sailing a boat in some tropical paradise today, so
What?
we're gonna do this.
What a bum. Golly.
Yeah, so it should be approximately a little less than 2 yards of concrete. So we got 2 yards right here, and we're gonna get to mixing. And how do you make mixing concrete look good on film? There you
Slow it
there you
down,
go.
Do a lot of this, maybe. Like, I don't know. As that thing's turning, your body's turning.
It's gonna be a weird day. Yeah. This is our halfway done sandwich celebration. That's how we roll around here.
Sandwich celebration.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use that from now on.
Yeah, so actually, I think this is more than halfway done, and we still got like a little less than half the concrete. So I measured once for right. I'm surprised.
This is happening. I'm so excited. All right, careful, cowboys. There you go. That actually worked really well.
Really well.
And there you have it, greenhouse foundation, footer, whatever. It didn't take, how long did that take? What time is it?
Actually, not bad. It's 1:40, so call it 1:30.
You said it was going to take 4 to 6 hours.
That was 3.5 hours.
Yeah, just under.
Oh, okay.
3.5 hours for a yard and a half of concrete. Got a little bit of leftover concrete, but I have a broken driveway, so that's just fine. Big thanks to Mr. Nobody for coming over and helping out. If y'all haven't seen his channel, he's doing a lot of stuff over there, putting a V8 in a DeLorean. He's gonna start a hydro printing operation in his garage. I don't even know what that means, but it sounds really cool, so go check it out.
That's all you have to know. It's just cool stuff. Yeah.
There you go. I really didn't think you could drink this many pickle beers just making a footer. This is, this one's like super salty. So as you can see, I've been taking the forms off and I've been taking out the stakes and some of them wouldn't come out. So, you know, I just took the sledgehammer, I'd whack them off because, you know, that's the thing that you can do. Good news is I'm really strong. Bad news is I'm really strong because I hit this one right here and then I just messed up our brand new foundation. So, cheers to failure. Well, got on my shirt. Anyway, I'll fix that with like some concrete resurfacer stuff or something. You know, maybe if we pour a little bit of this, yeah, that helps. That helps. And there you have it, one greenhouse foundation, footer, whatever you want to call it. Is it everything you hoped for?
It is. It's just amazing.
It's almost even square or rectangular. Almost.
It's not?
It's fine.
Rectangular.
Yeah, so the next step is to actually build the greenhouse. So that's what you will see next. It may not be the next video, but the next greenhouse video you see will be us building a thing. So don't forget to like, subscribe, all that stuff. But you know what? It doesn't actually matter because I have to do this anyway, so don't worry about it. And next time we see you, we will have an erection.
Oh, Steve. Why do you gotta always DIY everything? We need help with this.
Marker, take 3. This is like behind the scenes too.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
Oh no.
Oh, is that a pickle beer, a bowl?
Pickle beer bowl fence.
Yeah. We need a judge's ruling.
I think he has to do a pickle beer. Right at, like, right here.
Hey, I just poured that.
Good job. That looks good. Okay, let's go wash your hand off. Good job.
Can you put your hand next to Ethan's? Put your hand right here.
Put it right here.
Okay, put it in the concrete.
Just go boop. Can you go boop?
No.
Why? Can I help you?
No.
Aw. Boop, boop, boop. Is there anything I can do to help?